So you did a visual financial?
We would now like to start the joint press conference by the foreign ministers of India and Japan. I would like to first ask Minister Kamikawa to speak, and then Minister Jai Shankar. Minister Kamikawa, please.
Today, I have welcomed His Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of India, as the guest of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and held the 16th Japan-India Foreign Ministers Strategic Dialogue. This is my second meeting with Minister Jaishankar following our meeting last September. I express my heartfelt welcome to you for coming to Japan this time. This year is a milestone of 10 years since the launch of the Japan-India Special Strategic Global Partnership. As our bilateral relationship has advanced steadily over the 10 years, the strategic environment of the international community has changed dramatically. In an increasingly divided and confrontational international community of today, co-creation is required. That is to create together the new solutions through dialogue and cooperation. With this perspective, Japan emphasizes our relationship with India in particular as a country with profound diversity, with a unique history of a democracy and a leader of the global South. Under this recognition, during this strategic dialogue, we affirmed that Japan and India that share fundamental values such as democracy and the rule of law and strategic interest will further cooperate towards the realization of a free and open Indo-Pacific, and also discussed our efforts to further deepen our bilateral relationship that underpins such cooperation.
First, given the arduous security environment in recent years, we affirmed the need of collaboration and cooperation in defense and security areas. Specifically, we welcome the implementation of joint exercises by all services and confirmed to actively promote defense equipment and technology cooperation. We also shared the view on expanding the potential of cooperation in new domains such as space and cyber going forward. In the area of economy, I stated that to achieve 5 trillion yen of public and private sector investment and loans to India, Japanese public and private sectors are making united efforts and requested cooperation for further improved business environment in India. We concurred to further advance bilateral cooperation in economic security area. With respect to development cooperation, last month, there was signing of exchange of notes on 9 yen loan projects, including those in the northeastern region of India. In the meeting today, we confirmed to continue to promote high-speed rail project. In addition, to leverage the strengths of India and Japan in supporting the development of third countries together, it was agreed newly to provide a forum for consultations between the relevant personnel from India and Japan on third country assistance cooperation. Regarding people-to-people exchange, we confirmed that the efforts will be further enhanced. More specifically, it was decided to extend Japan-India Tourism Exchange Year, which was announced in March 2023, into the next fiscal year. In addition, September and October of this year will be designated Japan Month in India. Through various initiatives, people-to-people exchange between India and Japan will be expanded. After the press conference during the dinner, we plan to have candid exchange of views on regional affairs and cooperation in the international arena. I will continue to collaborate closely with Minister Jaishankar to further deepen India-Japan relationship. That is all. Thank you. I would now like to invite Minister Jaishankar to speak.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be back in Tokyo for the 16th round of our strategic dialogue, and I thank Foreign Minister Kamikawa for hosting us so graciously this evening. In the first half of our dialogue, which has just concluded, the two of us had wide-ranging and forward-leaning discussions covering the entire gamut of our bilateral relations. I also look forward to exchanging views on major regional and global issues in the remaining part of our dialogue. Today, our meeting allowed us to take stock of various ongoing lines of effort since the dialogue was last held in July in New Delhi. We agreed on the need for new steps, many of which my colleague the minister spoke about, for which to make this relationship prepared for and responsive to emerging geopolitical, geoeconomic, and geotechnological trends, and as well to the growing demands of the people of the two countries to get to know each other better. Our talks provided strategic guidance to our teams to realize the vision of the India-Japan Special Strategic Global Partnership, and that the expectations that our leaders have of this partnership. We have made good progress in our defense and security relations, and which we both welcomed. Today, just as we are meeting here in Tokyo, the Indian Army is conducting joint exercises with the Japanese Self-Defense Force in the Rajasthan state of India. The three branches of our military and Coast Guard are productively engaged with the Japanese counterparts with greater ease through the newly operationalized reciprocal partnership arrangement. There have been exchanges about cooperation possibilities in areas of jointness and new domains like cyber and space. We also took stock of progress in our defense equipment and technology cooperation framework. In economic cooperation, we see a lot of potential for the quantum jump of Japanese investment into India, especially from SMEs as we enter a decade of takeoff growth. We are, again, as the minister underlined, seeking to realize our shared target of 5 trillion yen in terms of overall investment. Government of India remains committed to the continuous improvement in our infrastructure environment, and I underlined the importance we attach to the timely execution of flagship projects like the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed railway, which is India's first Shinkansen project. We welcome Japan's development role in India's Northeast, which will be crucial in transforming the connectivity and industrial landscape of that region, which will benefit not only our two countries, but also other countries in the neighborhood through a network of forward and backward linkages. We further agreed to explore coordinated development partnership initiatives by our agencies in third countries. We also concurred on the need to work together to enhance each other's economic security and supply chain resilience by taking a strategic view of trade and technology. In this context, we discussed possibilities in semiconductor ecosystem, green technologies, and digital payments by leveraging our complementary strengths. We spoke about ways to enhance our people-to-people engagement through education, tourism, and culture. We extended the India-Japan Year of Tourism Exchanges to another year in 2024 with the theme of connecting the Himalayas with Mount Fuji, and agreed to hold an India month and a Japan month in each other's countries later in the year. I spoke to the minister as well about the need for a more facilitative visa regime for Indian tourists and other citizens to travel to Japan. We also discussed the shared interest we had in providing greater revenues of mobility for Indian talent and for Indian skills to Japan. Expanding the scope of the existing arrangements and helping promote Japanese language teaching and testing throughout the country would be a natural first step. India and Japan, as two major Indo-Pacific nations sharing values, history, and interests, have an abiding stake in the peace, security, and prosperity of our region, and are ready to play a responsible role commensurate to the needs of our times. Whether it is the development aspirations of the global south or the reform of institutions and mechanisms of global government, or fighting transnational crimes or defending against disruptions to supply chains, cooperation between India and Japan has a world of possibilities. I look forward to discussing these matters with Foreign Minister Kamikawa in the latter part of our discussion. Let me once again thank her for her courtesy, hospitality, and leadership for this round of the dialogue, which has been very productive. I look forward to receiving her in India for the next 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Thank you once again.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. With that, the joint press conference is concluded. Thank you very much, Minister Kamikawa, Minister Jaishankar. The members of press are requested to wait until their excellencies leave the room.